Playtime States as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. And here's the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll pull it down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the open. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Quarterback making adjustments. Going right to work up top. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got an open man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quarterback may change this route. They want to throw it. Bring in the heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tight end now in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man. It's Clark. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them. in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. Still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 33. And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Vols have taken it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. He's got him. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
Inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive gain. Now let's go get 7.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
They want to run this quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. How could that happen? He misses the extra point. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at
picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Bringing it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Handoff to the lone back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll give it to the back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown ball.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback empties his backfield. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got him downfield. They'll run him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Lost a throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executing. With that last throw, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards as we get late in the season.
He'll take it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Quarterback keeps it. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Tennessee, 16. Penn State, 13.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 25. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The quick out. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. They have won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Pressure coming. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
They're throwing for it in a 2-point conversion. He gets the pick. He's got a convoy. Is he gone? Is it going to be 2 points the other way? He gets tackled across the 50-yard line. Nice job by the defense.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback pulled up to and sacked at the 12.
That is such great discipline by this defense. Bootleg is misdirection, right? Like showing something going the other way, roll the quarterback out. But when you read it and you see it and you don't bite on the other direction, you can make big plays, and the defense comes.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Sends it downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Fires to the wideout. Wide open, makes the catch. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Off the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive with a pass. Has to throw this off his back foot. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. Oh, there's an arrow on the left. Touchdown, Penn State! A great catch and run for 6. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off play action on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Penn State!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Leaves it with the running back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Gets it down to the 13-yard line as they try to score before the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. This quarterback part of their running game. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the score. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Using his legs to buy some time. And that will be incomplete, man. That would have